Hey there YouTube, it's Kiko. I know the color on the screen is just jacked up right now. Let's see if there we go. Anyway, this is Kiko here, and I am bringing you guys a little update on my Chaos plans. Now, this is the deck I'm running at YCS Columbus. That's why I've been spending so many videos and so much time on doing this for you guys, but this is probably the best deck I've ever built as far as consistency, winning on a very consistent basis, and just all around knowledge of the game. I think I've put all I have into this deck, more than I have any other deck. And so, and I think it's a very good deck for the format, so I just want to really get it out there for you guys. Now, next week I will be updating my wind-up deck, which got like 5,000 hits in a month. On that video, which is pretty good for some of my videos like that. So I really appreciate you guys checking that out, and I will have an update on it next week, so be able to be sure to tune in next Tuesday. I know I'm posting this up on Friday. It was late, but Tuesday, which is also the day that Legendary Collection 2 will be open on this channel, I will be doing a review of the wind-up deck. So today, guys, I'm going to go through 5 cards that I have added to the deck. And I'm going to tell you why I added them, why I did not have them in there before, and other choices like that. Now, when I started building the deck for this format, the way I built it was to where I could still sit multiple back rows, 4 to 5, or 3, whatever the case may be, and be okay by running Starlight Roads, Dark Bribes, things of that nature, and it worked really well, but I decided I wanted to go ahead and let the monster aspect of the deck kind of take over. So I bumped down the traps and even bumped down the spells. I threw in a Thunder King at one point, took out the Thunder King. You guys can check out the previous videos for that. I threw in 2 Smashing Grounds at one point to take care of your, your Christias, your Master Hyperions, your big Synchros, other things like that. I kicked those out. Those are probably going to go into the side deck. Many other card choices. I had 2 to 3 Dimensional Prisons. Now I'm only running 1. So I'm going to tell you guys about a few cards. First off is Gores. Decided to throw this in. It's too good right now not to run. If they happen to clear your field, and he's awesome late game as well, he can be a big-time gamer. So I decided to put Gores in. One card that I thought about and just didn't put in here until late this week is Chaos Sorcerer. I've always been iffy with these kinds of cards for whatever reason. Just my history with them. But in this deck, he runs flawlessly right alongside Blackluster Soldier. This deck has no problem getting the lights and the darks into the graveyard. So it was an obvious choice. One card that helps in the assistance of that I have added in, if I don't throw it everywhere, is Card Trooper. Card Trooper has been amazing in testing. I've absolutely loved it. Get you up to a 1900 beat stick. Mill the 3 cards, keep him around for a turn or 2, and get 3 to 9 cards in the grave, just depending on how long you keep him around. And then if he gets destroyed, draw a card, which is great in this deck. His hand advantage is everything, and this deck already contains great hand advantage as it is, and really massive field presence. Next, I threw in one more Threatening Roar. I took out a Dimensional Prison. Here's my thinking behind it. Dimensional Prison will remove a monster from play, which is great. The only flaw to that is it could get MST'd or Heavy Storm. Threatening Roar is chainable, which I think is much more crucial in this format, and they're going to have to use extra spells or traps to get rid of my monsters after I chain this, since they cannot attack. So they're wasting resources on a monster, and that's after they've already used their monsters and gotten resources to get their monsters out, and they can't attack now. So, makes them waste extra resources. It's chainable, and then next turn I have a monster out on the field. Maybe I can go Debris Dragon into Raikou, and maybe I had Dandelion on the field or something like that. Go into Trishula, have 2 tokens left over. Whatever the case may be, it could open up massive plays, and the 2 Threatening Roars in here has been great. And the last card is Mind Control. I decided to throw the Mind Control in over the second Smashing Ground that I took out. The reason is, Smashing Ground will get rid of a monster. With Mind Control, I have control over which monster I want to take, It gets rid of the monster, which does the same thing as Smashing Ground, but it could also get me out of a tight spot if all I have are tuners and I can take a non-tuner, or vice versa. I can get rid of their big threat while getting me a threat out in the process. Smashing Ground only allows me to get a threat out of the way. So I kind of figured it was a really good trade-off. I'm not going to go wrong with either card, but I just thought that Mind Control was the better of the two. So I hope you guys like and understand that explanation enough. The extra deck right now is pretty standard. Still, it's the same lineup, but I will give you guys an overall view like I've been trying to do every video, which is coming up. It'll fade straight into it at the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think, and I will comment on some other things in the second part of the video. So stick around if you want to see the whole deck list laid out for you. Till then, see you guys in the next video. Okay, YouTube, so here is the whole deck laid out for you guys. I'm going to run through it this way and kind of explain the choices, and we'll go from there. 3 Junk Synchron, it's amazing. I don't like running 2, and I don't like running 2 Raikos. This is my main engine of the deck besides the plants. I love 3 Junk Synchron in here. It works great. I never have a dead hand. He's a great top deck late game to get me into Catastor, Android, or Librarian. He's a 3-star synchro if nothing else. He's phenomenal. Works really great with Reborn Tengu if I have Tengu on field and I have Raikou in the graveyard and I go into Junk Synchron, bring back Raikou, synchro with all 3, make Trishula or Mistworm, bring out another Reborn Tengu. Works great. The 3 Raikous, a lot of people seem to be hating on the 3 Raikous in my last video I did about this. Guys, here's the deal with Raikou. I can set him and set a Threatening Roar or something. They attempt to attack. I stop it with Threatening Roar. Next turn, I can flip Raikou, choose whether to destroy a monster or back row. Mill the 3 cards, possibly plus off with Dandelion, Spore, Glow Up Bulb, getting another Raikou into the grave for a Junk Synchron in hand. Many other possibilities, guys. Dumping Level Eater, anything like that is possible. The 3 Raikous works amazing. The deck is not slow with him. He's even a good top deck late game because you can set him, and if your opponent only has a monster or something, kill the monster, and once again, possibly plus off the mill. He's phenomenal. People say that these two don't work well together. Guys, all I can say is it's been working extremely well. I can't really explain it. I don't mill Tengu very often, and I usually play my Tengus out before the Raikous, or Tengu just doesn't come and I go off everything else. I mean, I don't really know how to explain it. It's just worked extremely well. 2 Effect Veilers to take down all the monster heavy decks like this. Double Tourguide. I don't own 3. If nothing else, I can go Tourguide into Tourguide to make Leviathan or Leviair. Or if I already have possibly milled an Underworld, then I can go Tourguide into Sangan. It's just a good deck thinning engine. Works really well. Very nice. Chaos Sorcerer, obvious. Trooper gets the cards to the graveyard once again. Fuel for Sorcerer. Fuel for Blackluster Soldier. Fuel for Junk Synchron. Fuel for Reborn Tengu with being able to bring back Glow Up Bulb and Spore. Get your tokens to the grave with Dandelion. All kinds of good stuff going on there. We've got the Sangan, the Level Eater, which Level Eater has been a key part of the deck. Debris Dragon, obviously, with your Plant Engine, Spore, Lone Fire, Glow Up Bulb, and Dandelion. Your spell lineup, double MST, siding a 3rd, Mind Control, Monster Reborn, Heavy, Pot, Foolish, Hole, Tuning, and 1-for-1. These are all obvious. I really like the Tuning because it does get a card to the graveyard, and it gets that Synchron to my hand, the Junk, so I really do like it. Double Threatening Roar, I explained in the previous part of the video why. Got the Solemn Brigade, obviously. Call, Bribe, Dust Shoot, and De-Prison, working really, really well there. The Synchros are all pretty much still the same. Formula, Hyper Librarian, Android, Catastor, Orient Dragon, Brio, Double Black Rose. I may change this up. I might throw in an Armory Arm or something else. I'm not really sure yet. You got Scrap Dragon, Stardust, Trishula, Mistworm, Leviathan, Leviair, and Utopia. The deck runs phenomenal, guys. It's honestly a pretty quick deck, but it can be a slow controlled deck if you would like to play it that way. I really enjoy the deck. I encourage you guys to try to build it. You can obviously, you know, take out a Raikou and throw in another Tourguide, and you could take out a Junk Synchron and throw in another Card Trooper or Chaos Sorcerer, whatever the case may be. Lila can go in here. Lots of different cards. So I hope you guys enjoyed this deck. I hope I've been pretty thorough with it. It synchros like crazy. It exceeds like crazy. It destroys your opponent's stuff and stops their plays between the Veilers and the Raikous, the Threatening Roars, the Warnings, all of it. So I've been very happy with the deck, and hopefully this will be the deck to win YCS Columbus. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Peace.